Hey, Stefan. Looks like you haven't come to work yet. You just too lazy or something? And they pretend to be sick and make a call or something. Oh, it's you, Dante. Hello. I'm going to be absent from work today. No, not because I'm just too lazy to come. Alright, that's what everyone says. If you're going to be absent, at least tell the manager about it, will you? Because he was pretty mad back there. Yeah, but didn't the manager just answer the phone right now? Hold on. I think he did. Was that you? Yeah, that was me telling him I would be absent today. Sorry for being late to tell you guys, but I just got into an accident at the station. Oh, he just told us you were going to be absent right now. What's the incident you're talking about then? Oh, he said you sprained your wrist on your way to work at the station? Are you seriously that clumsy? There was a woman who was pickpocketed and I was chasing the culprit. Uh-huh, seriously? What, did you get into a fight or something? Yeah, I managed to catch him and we got into a fight. That's when I sprained my wrist. Luckily, it was my left hand and not my right, so I can still use my phone like I'm doing right now. Is that so? That's like the standard story someone who's going to be late for work makes up. What's so funny about this? Well, there were people who saw what happened, so I have proof that I'm not making this up. Witnesses? Oh, really? So you're not coming to work because you're going to the doctor or something? No, I already went to the doctor. But I got questioned by the police and stuff, so I decided to take a leave today since there's still some things I need to take care of. I'll come to work tomorrow. Huh? But if you can't use your left hand, then how are you going to use your computer? What's the point in coming in if that's the case? Oh, I know. You're probably going to get fired. Hold on. I think that's the only possibility for you now. You're getting fired. Do you know what getting fired means? Besides, there's work I can do that doesn't require a computer. Apparently, I'm supposed to train a new employee starting from tomorrow. What? Really? How are you going to train an employee when you can't use your left hand, though? I really have the feeling they're just going to fire you. I mean, there's no point in keeping you as an employee if you can't work, is there? Our company isn't so black as to fire me just because I can't use a computer temporarily, and I don't need to use my left hand to train an employee. All I have to do is show them how things are done inside this company, apparently. Fine. Maybe you weren't getting fired after all, but it just means that you're never going to get a promotion now. I don't know how getting injured means I won't be able to get a promotion anymore, but they just called me to pay my tab, so bye now. Okay, bye, Stefan. I'll see you tomorrow then.
Hello, Stefan. This is Irene, the person you saved at the station this morning. Thank you again for what you did.
Good evening, Irene.
Is it alright if I text you like this? If you want, I could also call you on the phone if you can't type well with your injured wrist and all.
No, it's fine. I was the type of person who would only use my right hand when typing anyway, so there's not much of a difference.
Is that so? Isn't that a little slower than using both hands, though? Oh, never mind. Just tell me if typing is getting difficult for you then.
I didn't know. Maybe it is slower. I'll try getting used to typing with both hands once my left wrist is healed. Oh, and thanks for the consideration, but still, I was surprised when you told me that you were the new employee whose first day of work at our office was going to be tomorrow.
I was surprised to know that you worked there as well. To think that the person who saved me at the station was going to be my instructor. I guess coincidences like this do actually happen, huh?
Yep. But if you find it inconvenient having me as your instructor, then be sure to tell someone without delaying. I heard that you were a very competent worker, so I don't think my injury is going to be that much of a problem for you, though. It's best for both of us if you consider work as just that, and don't worry about how I will feel, so no need to refrain.
Alright, I understand. Anyways, would you like to go to work together tomorrow? I know you probably haven't gotten used to getting around with only one hand yet, so...
What?
You said the nearest station to our house was the same, right? I know that not being able to use your left hand is going to be a big inconvenience for you, as well as a lot of other things. So, if you want, I can make you some food too. Would you like me to bring you a lunchbox tomorrow?
I really appreciate your consideration, but that's going to be a lot of work for you, isn't it? There's no need to force yourself to help me if you don't really feel like it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have a girlfriend or something?
No, I've been a bachelor for 5 years now.
I see. If that's the case, then I want to help you as a way of showing thanks for what you did this morning. So please let me support you if you're fine with that.
All right, I'll take you up on your offer then. I haven't had someone make a lunchbox for me ever since high school when my mom would make me one. To be honest, even though I was a bit apprehensive at letting you help me at first, I'm thankful because my parents live really far away and it's going to be difficult for them to come and help me. I'm truly thankful for your offer, Irene.
Thank you for accepting my offer. It's the least I can do to repay you after all. Well then, I'll see you tomorrow, Stefan. Oh, and I almost forgot. What do you want me to make for your lunchbox?
Anything's fine, really. I'm not a picky eater. Well, see you tomorrow then. I'll be counting on you, I guess. Huh? What in the world is the meaning of this? Who's that beautiful woman you came to work with today? What are you doing bringing a woman like that to work? You said you were a bachelor. She's not my girlfriend, Dante. And I know she's beautiful, but would you please calm down? She's the woman I saved from being pickpocketed yesterday. What? Seriously? Why is she here then? This is a huge coincidence, but apparently she's the new employee our company hired, and today's going to be her first day at work. Seriously? Damn, Stefan. This has got to be the luckiest thing to ever happen to you, right? Work comes first, Dante. I'm not about to get distracted just because she's beautiful. Apparently she was going to the office yesterday to get familiar with the route to the office. That's when she was unlucky enough to become the target of a pickpocketing. Huh? Are you kidding me? Jesus, how I wish I could be you right now. I mean, now you get to spend time with a beautiful woman. It was a very unfortunate event for her, so don't say that. It's rude. Hold on. You said that you were going to be the instructor for a new employee, right? Are you going to be her instructor? Our manager told me about it before yesterday's events. Shit! You're even luckier than I thought. All right, I've decided. I'll do your job training the new employee for you. I mean, I guess we could ask the manager if you could be our instructor instead, but... It's obvious you're being tricked somehow. I mean, seriously, that the beautiful woman you saved also happened to be a new employee at our company? It's just too good to be true. What do you mean I'm being tricked? We just met each other and all she's done is be kind and considerate towards me until now. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Things don't go this well in the real world, Stefan. She probably knew that you were going to be her instructor beforehand. At first, she's going to act like a helpless but beautiful woman, and in the end, she's probably going to make you her servant or something. And you're not going to notice what's happening to you because she has seduced you and couldn't think straight anymore. Maybe she's even planning on becoming your girlfriend just to disappear with all the money in your bank account one day. What in the world are you talking about, Dante? You watch way too many of those weird YouTube videos, dude. I'm telling you, things like that actually happen. You probably don't want it to happen to you, right? But I, on the other hand, am quite alright with being seduced by a beautiful woman and made to be her servant. Which is why I'll do your job instructing her for you. You should just forget about this and get back to work or something. Besides, what use are you going to be to her when you can't even use your left hand? Just let me lend you a hand here, alright? Thanks for your consideration, but no need. Huh? You just want to have this beautiful woman to yourself, don't you? Her name is Irene, and it's less that I want to have her to myself, but more that I don't trust you to do your job as an instructor. Besides, not being able to use my left hand isn't going to be that big of a problem, it seems. You see, I talked with the manager this morning. Apparently Irene, the woman I came with today, is extremely competent. Huh? What do you mean extremely competent? So you're telling me not only is she beautiful, but she's some sort of prodigy as well? Well, kind of. You see, Irene was apparently hired by our company as a target of our headhunting. She was hired via headhunting? Wow. Yes, I'm going to be her instructor, but really all I have to do is explain how things work in this company and teach her about stuff only we do. Oh, and apparently she's one of the candidates for a future executive. Seriously? God, I'm so jealous of you, Stefan. Come on, it's unfair how you get this beautiful woman all to yourself. What is it now? I already told you it's not like that, Dante. I have no intention of bringing in private matters into the office. So you do admit that there's something between you two. You see, there are some people who say that you two are a good couple or actually dating when they see you guys walking together, and I can't stand it. Come on, Dante. We're not high schoolers anymore. Be a bit more professional, please. There are more important things than work, Stefan. She makes your lunchboxes for you too, right? Yeah, she says that it would be difficult for me to make my own food or go out for lunch if I can't use my left hand, which is why she's making me lunchboxes. You guys go to and from work together, right? Yes, but that's because the nearest station to our house is the same. And she says that getting on crowded trains with an injured left hand would be difficult. I'm so jealous of you. Obviously, she's just using your injury as an excuse to get closer to you. Didn't you notice that? I already told you, Dante, we're not actually dating. Seriously? Are you telling me the truth right now? I mean, since when did people start dating after only meeting a few days earlier? It's unusual. Thank God. This means that I have a chance with her. I don't know what you're planning on doing, but don't cause her any trouble, alright?
Stefan?
Irene, thanks for your work today again.
Help me.
Huh? What's the matter?
I'm being chased by Dante.
What? Dante? What do you mean he's chasing you?
I went to the convenience store to buy some stuff, and he ambushed me at the entrance of my apartment.
Huh? How does he even know where you live?
No, he probably followed me on my way from work one day.
Seriously? After I had specifically told him not to cause you any trouble. Alright, tell me what happened.
He was trying to go to the convenience store with me, so I panicked and tried to go back to my apartment, and he started chasing me, and then he managed to block my way to the entrance. He started approaching me, and he almost was able to push me against the wall.
He was trying to push you against the wall?
Yes, but I managed to escape, and now I'm hiding in a bathroom at the second floor of a crowded building near the station.
What in the world is he thinking? Alright, I think I know where you are. I'll come and get you.
Huh?
If you're with me, then I don't think he's going to try and do anything crazy. Meet me at our usual spot when I tell you. Then we'll get on the taxi and flee. Don't worry. I was able to fight off a thief, wasn't I?
What?
I'll contact you once I'm near our location.
I got it. I'm so sorry, Stefan, for getting you into this mess, but I'm waiting for you.
Stefan, why are you here? That's exactly what I wanted to ask you. I knew that you were attracted to Irene, but I never thought that you would become a stalker or something. I'm not a stalker. I'm just doing my best to get closer to Irene. Yeah, so you followed her on your way home to find out where she lived? And you tried to push her against the wall after ambushing her? And when she was clearly scared and fled, you chased after her all the way here? What the hell do you think you're doing? Yeah, but that's just my way of showing her I like her. Sorry, but did you ever consider what Irene felt when you were doing all of this? You're just bothering her. What'd you say to me? I'm a bother to her, you say? How am I a bother? You're the one who's bothering us right now. I get it. You're just mad because you wanted Irene for yourself, don't you? But the joke's on you. Judging by how she looked when she ran away. I just need to make one more approach before she falls for me. What in the world made you think that she'll fall for you after just one approach? Didn't you see that she was terrified? Come on, she wasn't terrified. The only reason she ran away was because she got embarrassed at my approaches. Just a bit more and I could have managed to take her to my room where we could have some fun. But then you came along and ruined everything. You're a sick man, Dante. What you're saying right now are actually what a delusional man would say. You calling me delusional? Irene got scared by what you did and called me to save her. What? She wanted you to save her? What do you mean she got scared? According to Irene, this wasn't your first time doing something like this apparently. Even in the office, you would wait until I wasn't with her and suddenly start massaging her shoulders while she's working on the computer. Or go up to her and smell her. Or try to pull her hair so you could keep her for yourself. It often seems you would go up to her and say inappropriate things as well. Yeah, but she looked like she was enjoying it. If she didn't like it, she would resist. She said she didn't resist because she was scared and you were a senior employee. And because she didn't want to interrupt her work. Apparently, she was thinking about how to tell you that she didn't like what you were doing. What? Really? I'm going to report this incident to the company. What? Apparently, Irene was recording you with a secret microphone whenever you said those things to her. She was recording me? If we check the security cameras in the office as well, we'll probably be able to find the proof of what you did. But all I wanted was to have someone as talented, as beautiful as Irene as my girlfriend. That's why I did all those things. Because I thought that it would make her happy. I haven't had a girlfriend in 5 years, but there's something even I know. What is it? If you make the mistake of getting the wrong ideas about your relationship with a woman, she's going to be disgusted by you and strike back. Huh? Disgusted? Strike back? Anyways, Irene's scared of you and has zero affection for you, so just give it up already. But I was sure she liked me. The next day, me, Irene, our manager, and a person in charge of employee compliance came to the office 1 hour earlier than usual and had a meeting. Dante didn't know about this and came to the office 15 minutes earlier than usual to tell the manager his version of the story. Apparently, he made it seem like he himself was the victim. It was too bad for him, though, that Irene had already showed him the evidence. So this only made it worse for Dante, as it was now apparent that he didn't regret his actions whatsoever. Dante miraculously wasn't fired, but instead relocated abroad where he would work for the next 30 years of his career. Dante's face went pale when he heard this, but it was too late for him. Of course, Irene made Dante pay an alimony to her for the distress he had caused her. And so Dante couldn't just quit his job since he had to get the money somehow. He was last seen crying at the airport before getting onto an airplane and leaving the country. Honestly, I wouldn't be so sad if I were him, as he basically gets a new chance at a life abroad. This is private, but Irene confessed her feelings to me and we've been dating ever since. I proposed to her 1 year after that. That's a story for another day.
Hey, Megan! Where the heck are you? Reply!
Matt, what's up?
Don't give me what's up! Why did you go home at the normal time? You still have work to do! This is why people think you're a slacker!
No, I got it all finished.
What? Are you telling me you got done entering that mountain of data in time for a normal finish? No way! There was too much! I've been at this company a lot longer than you, and even I'm only a third of the way through. What the hell are you playing at? You have overtime to work!
I made a little app with some features to boost work efficiency. I was able to automate part of the data entry process. That's how I was able to get done in less than half the time it usually takes. Obviously, I did all this with the boss's permission.
You did what now? That actually seems really convenient.
It's still only the testing phase, but you're welcome to give it a try if you'd like.
Oh, no kidding!
I'd really appreciate if you tried it out for a little while and let me know what you think. Would you do that for me?
You bet I will! I'm ready! Give me the app! The current workflow can be a real pain, so it's prone to human error. If you make one little mistake, you have to backtrack till you find it. This sounds like it could be just what the company needs!
Great, it's on the green USB stick on the top shelf of the safe. Go ahead and install it from there. You'll understand how to use it from one look at the main menu screen. It's super simple. Oh yeah, one more thing. You don't have to file any official reports or anything, but please, could you let the boss know you'll be using it?
Sure.
Matt!
What is it? It's my day off today, Megan. I'm kinda busy. Don't message me. You're annoying.
Why am I being told it was you who made the app?
Huh?
The boss told me just now. He told me you took him the USB stick a few days ago and said it was actually you who designed it. Apparently, he pitched it to upper management and they're currently considering integrating it into the workflow of nearly every employee at the company. He flipped out at me for trying to take credit for the achievements of my coworker and yelled me out of his office. What did you do?
It's like the boss said. You need to stop trying to take credit for my work. I'm the one who designed the app.
I see. You waited until Mrs. Brooks, who knew I was the one who designed it, retired last week before you did this. Then, by way of currying favor with her replacement, Mr. Kingsley, you told him you were the one who designed the app, knowing full well he had no idea you were lying, didn't you? I'm right, aren't I, you scheming con man?
Con man? I don't know what you mean.
Go to hell!
Ah, yes, that's right. I did tell Mr. Kingsley about how bad your attitude towards work is, how you go home early, how you treat your coworkers like dirt, how you take extra breaks when you think no one's looking.
What?
You really are the worst. Constantly forcing your data entry jobs on me, then going home while the rest of the team stays behind working overtime like dogs.
The only reason I went home on time is because I finished early thanks to the efficiency boosting app I made.
Ahem. Excuse me, I have a correction. I think what you're trying to say is... You finished early because I kindly allowed you to use the app I made!
No, you know it was me who made it. You know, Matt. Ugh.
Anyway, it's too late for you now. You should be getting fired sometime today.
What?
Forcing me to do your work? Trying to credit for the app I worked so hard to design? The boss said there's no place for such despicable conduct at this company, and I'm sorry, Megan, but I agree with him.
Oh my god.
He should be summoning you to his office any time now. Make sure you listen up. You wouldn't want to miss it. My condolences.
Wow, I see. You need to know one thing. Whatever happens to you after this isn't my problem.
Yeah, good luck finding a new job!
Hey, Megan, it's been a few days since we last spoke. How are you?
Oh, hey, Mrs. Brooks. Good evening. I'm doing okay, thanks.
You don't have to call me by my surname anymore. I'm not your boss anymore, you know? Just call me Amy.
Ah, of course, silly me. I'm pleased you seem to be in good spirits, Amy. The office was really different without you.
Thank you, Megan. I get the feeling you might not be in such great spirits yourself. Is everything okay? A little birdie told me. You left the company? What happened?
Well, it's not necessarily that I left. More like, I got fired.
What? You got fired? How could that happen? I would have never said this while I worked there because I didn't want to be seen to be picking favorites, but you were one of the best employees I ever worked with. How could they fire you? You were indispensable to that company. I can't think of any other employees with your skill set or experience. Was it something to do with my replacement, Mr. Kingsley? Did something happen between you two?
You could say that. But Matt was the biggest problem. None of this would have happened if not for him.
Ah, those two.
Those two? Do you know something?
This doesn't seem to be very well known around the company. But apparently both Matt and Mr. Kingsley both got their jobs through their personal connections with the CEO.
Seriously, they did? I had no idea.
Between that and now losing you, that department is in for a hell of a ride. Now I know this, I'm glad I got out when I did. That place is a sinking ship.
Yeah, you're right. I think so too. I can't deny it stung a bit, but I don't want to work around people like that.
By the way, Megan, have you found anywhere else to work yet?
Oh, the job hunt? Well, I'm sure you know how rough the market is these days. I didn't find anything yet.
Brilliant! In that case, how does working at my son's company sound?
Huh? Your son's company? I didn't know your son ran a company. Since when?
That's right, he does. It all began with a little startup 2 years ago. He's in the process of a major expansion, and they're currently on a big recruitment drive for highly skilled IT specialists. I told him all about you, and he said he'd be honored to have you on board. He has lots of ideas on the tech side of things he said he'd love your input on, too. That was actually the reason I messaged you today. Don't worry, though. You don't have to make a decision right away. I want you to take your time and do what you think is best for you. Just thinking of it as a suggestion for now. What are your initial thoughts?
Wow, thank you. I'd be absolutely honored to. Count me in.
Hey, Megan! It's me, Matt! Answer me now!
Why are you messaging me out of nowhere after all these months? And what makes you think I want anything to do with you? You're annoying. Go away.
That's no way to speak to a senior colleague! Show me the respect I deserve!
Like I give a damn. Did you forget I don't work there anymore?
Listen, forget that! More importantly, something awful happened! This is real bad, Megan!
Something awful? What?
My computer stopped working!
Your computer? Do I look like your personal tech support inquiry line?
Not my own computer, the one I use at work!
Look, Matt. The thing is, that has nothing to do with me anymore.
Why not?
Because I don't work there anymore? Because I haven't for months now? I, as an outsider, have no control over, relationship to, or obligation towards the equipment you guys use for internal company operations.
I can't use the app anymore! It just stopped working!
Huh?
It was working normally until yesterday. My productivity skyrocketed like you wouldn't believe. But this morning, all of a sudden, when I turned my PC on, it said there was an OS update. No big deal, I thought. But after the update finished installing, the app wouldn't boot anymore! What the hell's going on? You owe me an explanation!
Ah, I see. I owe you that, do I?
Of course you do! Do you know something about this?
How to put this? The problem here is that the app you've made your workflow almost entirely dependent on over the last few months was ultimately only in its testing phase.
Testing phase?
I did have the final version, and I was ready to present it to Mr. Kingsley. But before I could do that, you took the incomplete version I let you use for some extra feedback, and handed it over to him as if it was the finished product. claiming you developed it all by yourself and slandering my name in the process.
Holy smokes!
As you say, there was a major OS update this morning, which means the old test version you're using is now incompatible. That's why it's not working anymore.
What the hell? What have you done? You never told me any of this! Why didn't you tell me?
I did make it pretty clear it was only in the testing phase. How about looking through the chat logs if your memory is failing you? It's all there.
Well, fine. But you need to bring the updated version to me here at the office right now!
It breaks my heart to have to tell you this, Matt, but I'm afraid I won't be doing that.
Why not?
Because I'm at work.
Give me a break! Are you telling me you found another job already? Nah, I don't buy it. I bet you're a NEET!
Yep, I found another job. That's exactly what I'm telling you.
Huh?
I'm having a wonderful time finally working for someone who treats me with respect and appreciates my ability and the work I do.
I didn't ask you about any of that, and I don't care! Just hurry up and get the completed version of that app to the office ASAP! My head's on the chopping block here!
I told you that won't be happening. Do you struggle to read basic English?
Uh-oh, this is bad! You have no idea how much trouble I'm gonna be in! Please, I'm begging you!
Why would you be in trouble?
Because that app's installed on over half the computers at the company now! The top brass are demanding I do something about it immediately, or my job's gonna be on the line!
Oh, I see. Just so I remember correctly, we're discussing the app that you told upper management you designed, right?
Yes! Quit dodging the issue! You need to do something about this pronto!
I told you, I can't.
Is that the best you can give me? My job's on the line here! Do you have any idea how long I've been at this company?
Wait a sec, Matt. Are you telling me you didn't come up with some kind of contingency plan in the event something like this happened? Despite telling management you were the one who designed the app, I refuse to believe you're actually this much of a blockhead.
No, I didn't, I got it! If you help me out on this, I'll put in a good word and see to it that you get your old job back!
Thanks for the offer, but I'll pass.
What?
The thing is, the company I'm at now treats me so much better it isn't full of corrupt scumbags. Oh yeah, and my salary's twice as high.
Ah! I'm finished if you don't help me! Megan, please! I'll do anything!
I have a meeting to attend now. Good luck! Ultimately, the company had no choice but to return to the old, significantly less efficient way of doing things, due to Matt's app no longer working. Most employees, much to their dismay, were forced to return to their former lives of daily overtime hell, and they were angry in equal measure with the man responsible. His back against the wall, Matt gave up and confessed that it was in fact me who designed the app. Needless to say, he got fired. He started looking for another job immediately. But he was never particularly talented to begin with, and I heard he's having all kinds of trouble. As for me, at the same time as all this was going on, I got a string of condescending messages from Mr. Kingsley and the president to the effect of, "We're willing to give you your old job back," that showed no sign of stopping even after a few days. I used it as an opportunity to buy the new phone I'd had my eye on for a while, and changed my number while I was at it. I haven't heard from them since. I heard that things took a turn for the worse at the company, and after consistently failing to keep up with their competitors, they went bankrupt a year later. It just goes to show, there's no use in trying to cheat people by writing checks you can't cash. You always get found out eventually, and you lose everything in the process.